only take a job when a person or a business is willing to pay in advance. For those of you who didn't watch the video yesterday, I'm calling a client every single hour of the day that is 5 months late with a payment for a project that is done like such a long time ago. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it.
Hallo, met gelieve een bericht in te spreken na de toon.
Hey, het is hier met Dario van Darislow. Yeah, what can I say? It's kind of sad, to be honest, that she doesn't even pick up the phone. Let's see who has more willpower. We'll see at 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock at night.
Hallo, met gelieve een bericht in te spreken na de toon.
Uw openstaande factuur. This is getting quite sad, to be honest. Anyways, I'm currently editing the first part of this video. Let's get back to editing. Let's see if 2 o'clock works. Maybe she's a night owl. We'll find out.
Hallo, met gelieve een bericht in te spreken.
Eind September 2020. No luck. We'll have to see at 3 o'clock. Oh, I'm guilty. I promised yesterday that I would call the client at 3 o'clock again, but I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep. And today is already night. I had a live stream, well actually 4 live streams I had to host. So busy. Anyways, doesn't matter, excuses. So let's just continue with this tomorrow. I didn't sleep much. I need my sleep, guys. Let's just, I'll go to bed right now. See you guys tomorrow. It's 3 o'clock, let's make a call.
Hallo, met gelieve een bericht in te spreken na de toon.
Geef mij zo snel mogelijk terug te bellen. At 4 o'clock I'm just gonna call with a different number. This is just getting disrespectful. I need to do some quick groceries. I need some more stuff to drink. Things like this. That's done. Very good. I just got an email here saying that I made some new earnings with some stock footage. So one of my clips has been sold. Actually, it's a good way to make some extra money with videos that are already on your hard drive. So if you guys have some clips on your hard drive, I highly recommend just putting them up for sale on stock websites, because as you can see, you can just make some money at random points throughout the day or a year, depending on how many clips you have online. But it's a good way to generate some additional income. Anyways, I'm gonna call another time to this client who unfortunately didn't pay the bill yet. I've been trying to call, let's see, 16 times over the past 3 days, but I've always hit the voicemail of this client right away. So this makes me assume that maybe my number got blocked. This is why I arranged a different phone with a different SIM card in there to see if I can reach contact this way maybe. Let's hope so, because it's kind of annoying. I prepared some notes. It's always a good thing to do when you have a difficult conversation to have with a client or a business meeting or something in general. I always recommend pulling up some notes or preparing some notes that might come in handy during the call. So let's just, without any further ado, let's call her. Really? Also not. I'm pretty sure she expected this call by now. Let's try and call a second time, just in case. Yeah, this is just getting disrespectful, because as you clearly hear, the first time it was ringing the whole time, and then as soon as I left a voicemail and I called again on the same number, she just declines the call. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what the next step is now, because she's just blocking all ways of contact. So let me pick my brain and we'll get back to this. I was about to turn off the camera, but then I got a message from the client, so I think calling with a different number at least helped. But she clearly doesn't want to get confronted with the issue of not having paid her bills. So she's saying she will pay it within the next couple of days and that she's gonna lend money to pay it. But yeah, it's been 5 months now since my services have been delivered. It's not a nice thing to force people to have to pay. Of course you want your clients to be happy and just pay because they're happy with your service. But if this doesn't happen, you have to detach emotion from the conversation and come up for your own self, for your own business. I mean, you also need to make sure that you can pay your bills for your company, get food for yourself and your family. It's one of these things, it's not a nice conversation to have. Clearly she doesn't even want to have the conversation. I'm quite disappointed in the lack of professionalism and lack of interest that this person or this client has shown to pay. I think it's just one of these things that teaches you that for every job that you take, you should ask in advance. Right now, I'm at the point in my company where I don't even take jobs anymore if there is no advance, because this avoids situations like this. Now, one of the common arguments that gets thrown in the conversation when you say you only take a job when a person or a business is willing to pay in advance is that you might lose out on opportunities or projects. But in my experience, I wouldn't say that's the case, because if a company / person is not willing to give you an advance on the shoot that will be done, already shows that there is some kind of distrust. Is it a word? I'm pretty sure it is. Distrust. But more importantly, it also might show that maybe they don't have a good cash flow, or they don't actually have enough budget to pay you for your services. So if a company is running good and you ask them for an advance, they're never gonna make a problem out of it, or never gonna make a situation out of it, because it's actually something which a lot of businesses do. I highly recommend asking it for every project, and if you're wondering how much you can ask in an advance, I would say up to 50%, up to half the price of the project you can ask as an advance. And now this money from the advance you can actually use to rent better equipment, or to rent locations, a studio for example, depending on the shoot. And you can actually deliver a higher quality video or photo shoot to your client by investing the money you get from this advance into the project. Give it some thought.